Hi everybody, this is Jennifer. Welcome to my channel and welcome to my second attempt at filming my Nonfiction November TBR. So yeah, Nonfiction November takes place throughout November, and just try to read more nonfiction than you usually do. I'll link the announcement video below from Olive over at abookolive. There are 4 prompts. And so I've picked at least one book. Sorry. I've had some issues with the lighting, so I am filming this on a lap desk. So if it wobbles, it wobbles. There's not much I can do about it. The image is better at the very least. So yeah. Let's go through the prompts and I will give you my choice for each one and also my other choices that do not fit the prompts, as far as I can tell. Alright, so the first prompt is design, and for that I am reading How to Eat a Peach by Diana Henry. And Diana Henry loves designing menus for dinner parties. And so this is kind of it's a memoir of that thing she likes to do. It's a bit of a food memoir. It's also got recipes and menus. And I'm really looking forward to that. I got this on a Kindle bargain a little while ago, and I've been waiting for the right time to read it. And so I'm looking forward to it for this. So the second prompt is sport. And for sport, I have chosen a biography of a woman who chose to sport with the authorities of the Massachusetts Bay Colony. And the book is American Jezebel, The Uncommon Life of Anne Hutchinson, the woman who defied the Pilgrims, or the Puritans. It's either Pilgrims or Puritans. You'll be able to see it in the video. And this is by LaPlante, and it's what it says. It's a biography of Anne Hutchinson. She came to the Massachusetts Bay Colony. She ran afoul of the authorities there and was exiled. The third prompt for Nonfiction November is true, and I did not go the true crime route because I do not like true crime. However, what I did pick was Seeking Sicily, a cultural journey through the myth and reality. See, that's where the truth comes in. Where the truth comes in the heart of the Mediterranean. And this is by Keahey, and it is about his travel through the island of Sicily and his exploration of the history of Sicily. It's got an absolutely gorgeous cover, and I'm looking forward to reading that. So I picked 2 books for the 4th prompt, and the 4th prompt is voice. So the first book is by a major voice in the world of horror, Mr. Stephen King, and this is Danse Macabre, his book of essays on horror in pop culture, and I'm really looking forward to reading that because occasionally I do like some horror and occasionally I do read some Stephen King. Not that often. I do enjoy the Langoliers. Anyway. So yeah, Danse Macabre, writings on horror and pop culture by Stephen King. The next book for the voice prompt is by a voice of the early beginnings of punk rock and who has influenced so many musicians, and this is You're the Monkey by Patti Smith. I have previously read Just Kids and M Train from her, and I really loved both of those. They were both 5-star reads for me, so I am highly anticipating reading this, which is her writings from the time when she took a year to basically just tramp around the coast of Santa Cruz. So that's pretty much all I know about it. I am really looking forward to this. I'm hoping it'll be another 5-star from Patti Smith for me. So yeah, those are my choices for the 4 prompts. The rest of the books, I didn't really I didn't really think about whether they fit the prompts. They're just ones that I want to read. So first up are the essays and poems of Ralph Waldo Emerson. I'm not intending to read all of this in November. I actually have it all like planned out over 8 or 9 weeks. So I'm hoping to finish this by the end of the year, not necessarily by the end of November, because I really just want to take my time with this one. And I want to, you know, actually not just run through the essays, but actually like think about them and have... And anyway, yeah, I've been meaning to get to Ralph Waldo Emerson for a while, and this seems like the perfect time to start. Next up is some nature writing, beloved of quite a few booktubers. It's the Pilgrim at Tinker Creek by Annie Dillard. And this is her year exploring her neighborhood at Tinker Creek and writing about that. This is supposed to be very good. It's the winner of the Pulitzer Prize. I think it's the book. Anyway, this is the 25th anniversary edition. This was written in 1974, and this is the version from 1999. So I have this in physical copy, and I'm also getting the audiobook from the library. So I have no excuses for not finishing that one in November. If I get done with that, I have another... Sorry about the craziness. I have another nature writing book, and that is The Snow Leopard by Peter Matthiessen. This almost made it to the true category, but it is his journey through Nepal with, I think it's a photographer trying to get photos of the snow leopard, and he is also on his own Zen Buddhist journey. I've been meaning to read that for ages. It was on my autumn readathon list for last year, and I never got around to it, so hopefully I will get to that. If not in Nonfiction November, hopefully by the end of January, but who knows. Next up, in March, for March of the Mammoths, I read Christianity, the First 3,000 Years by Diarmaid MacCulloch, and this time I have the Reformation, A History by Diarmaid MacCulloch. I have this physical copy. I also have the audiobook. It's part of my Audible subscription. So I am hoping to get to that. I don't believe I gave you my fiction picks. The audiobook of The Wolf Gift is going to be the first thing I listen to in November, but this will be right after that. And The Wolf Gift is fiction. It's by Anne Rice. And I read it most Novembers because parts of it take place around Thanksgiving. But then after that, it'll be this on audio and in the physical copy. And if I get through that, I have another audiobook for this Nonfiction November, and it's The New Silk Roads, the Present and the Future by Peter Frankopan. And it's his follow-up to The Silk Roads, A New History of the World, which came out a few years ago, and I listened to and I really, really liked. This one's much shorter, so I'm fingers crossed that I'm gonna get to this. If not, it'll just move into December. So yeah, that is my nonfiction that I'm reading this month. For fiction, like I said, I've already mentioned The Wolf Gift by Anne Rice. And then I'm also, the last week of the month for Gone with the Book for November, I'm reading The Enchanted April by Elizabeth von Arnim. And I think I'm going to really enjoy that. So yeah, that is my November TBR nonfiction heavy. Yeah, I am so excited for Nonfiction November. I have a few things I'm still working on. Hopefully I'll get those finished by the 1st. And if not, they're just gonna have to wait until December because I'm going straight into the nonfiction on November 1st. If you guys did TBRs, or if you have TBR but you haven't posted it, tell me what it is below or post the link to your channel. I've been trying to get to all of the Nonfiction November TBR videos, but if I've missed some, I'd love to see what you're reading. If you've read any of the books that I am mentioning, I mentioned here, please feel free to leave a comment below whether you liked it or if you didn't like it, I guess. I don't know. If you really want to tell me how you feel about it, that's cool. Thanks so much again for watching. Bye, everybody.